The Dragon Queen of Zephyria had ruled for 3 centuries, her scales shimmering like molten gold under twin suns. When the Galactic Council arrived at her crystalline palace bearing an unusual gift, she regarded them with ancient, knowing eyes. Your Majesty, the lead ambassador, a Velkari with 6 arms and bioluminescent skin, bowed low. We present you with a human infant, salvaged from a destroyed colony ship. His species is rare, his potential unprecedented. The Dragon Queen descended from her throne, her massive form moving with impossible grace. In the ambassador's arms lay a tiny creature, no larger than her smallest claw. The infant, Nox, according to the data chip provided, gazed up at her without fear, his small hand reaching toward her snout. "Why bring him to me?" she asked, her voice resonating through the chamber like distant thunder. "Because humans are compatible with dragon essence," the ambassador replied. "And because you lost your heir to the Void Wars, perhaps?" He could feel that emptiness. The queen's eyes softened. She extended one massive claw and Nox grasped it with surprising strength. In that moment, she made her decision. 15 years passed like the turning of seasons. Nox grew in the Palace of Scales and Fire, trained by the finest warriors in the quadrant. The Dragon Queen, whom he called Mother, taught him the ancient ways, honor, strategy, and the delicate balance between mercy and strength. But Nox was human, and that made him unique in ways the galaxy couldn't predict. "Again," Commander Ray shouted, her purple combat armor gleaming as she blocked Nox's strike with her plasma staff. Ray was a Draconid, the Queen's niece assigned as Nox's training partner and protector since childhood. Her reptilian features bore the elegance of her species, but her fighting style was pure brutality. Nox rolled under her guard, human flexibility allowing movements no Draconid could replicate. He swept her legs and Ray crashed to the training mat with a grunt. "Humans," she muttered, accepting his offered hand. "Your fragility makes you creative, and your scales make you predictable." Nox grinned, helping her up. Their camaraderie had deepened over the years. Where others saw Nox as an oddity, the soft-skinned prince in a kingdom of dragons, Ray saw potential. She understood what the galaxy was only beginning to learn. Humans were dangerous not despite their weaknesses, but because of them. The threat came without warning. The Krell Imperium, a ruthless empire of insectoid warriors, launched a surprise attack on Zephyria. Their ships darkened the skies and their soldiers swarmed the palace grounds. The Dragon Queen's forces fought valiantly, but the Krell had brought forbidden weapons, sonic disruptors specifically designed to paralyze Draconid nervous systems. Nox watched in horror as Ray collapsed mid-flight, her wings seizing as she plummeted toward the courtyard. Without thinking, he leaped from the balcony, catching her before impact. His human frame absorbed the shock, ribs cracking, but he held on. "Nox, you fool," Ray gasped, struggling to move. "Can't let my sparring partner die," he wheezed. "Who else would kick my ass daily?" The Krell surrounded them, chittering in their clicking language. Their commander approached, mandibles spreading in what passed for a smile. "The human prince," it said in perfect galactic common. "Your mother's weakness made flesh. We will dissect you to understand how she made the mistake of loving something so breakable." Nox set Ray down gently and stood. Blood trickled from his mouth, but his eyes burned with something the Krell didn't recognize. Human defiance. "You know what's funny about humans?" Nox said, reaching for the plasma blade at his hip. "We break, we bleed. We die so easily." He ignited the weapon, its blue glow reflecting off his determined face. "But we never, ever give up." What happened next would be recorded in galactic history as the Zephyrian miracle. Nox moved like water through stone, his human adaptability exploiting every gap in Krell armor, every millisecond of reaction time. Where Draconids fought with overwhelming force, humans fought with cunning. Where aliens relied on natural weapons, humans created their own. Nox had been trained by dragons but fought like something the galaxy had nearly forgotten. A human defending his home. The Krell commander lunged, but Nox was already inside its guard, plasma blades singing through the air. The alien collapsed and its soldiers hesitated, a fatal mistake against a species that had evolved hunting megafauna with sharpened sticks. Above, the Dragon Queen recovered from the sonic attack. Seeing her adopted son fighting alone, she unleashed her full fury. Dragonfire rained from the sky as she dove into battle, Ray and the other Draconids rallying behind her. The tide turned. The Krell, unprepared for humanity's tactical brilliance combined with Draconid strength, retreated in disarray. In the aftermath, Nox knelt before the Dragon Queen in the throne room, his injuries bandaged, exhaustion evident in every line of his body. "Rise, my son," she said softly. He looked up, meeting her ancient gaze. "I'm sorry I endangered myself. You saved Rey. You saved us all." The Queen's massive head lowered until her snout touched his forehead, the highest honor among her people. "The Galactic Council brought you to me as a curiosity, a potential tool, but you have become so much more." Rey stepped forward, bowing to them both. "Permission to speak freely, Your Majesty." "Granted. The galaxy fears humans because they don't understand them. They see fragility and assume weakness. But Nox has shown us the truth. Humans are strong because they choose to be, not because they were born to it. That makes them the most dangerous species alive." The Dragon Queen's laughter echoed through the chamber, warm, proud, and fierce. "Then let the galaxy tremble, for they gifted me a human infant, and I raised a prince who will change the stars themselves." Nox smiled, looking between his mother and Rey, his family, chosen not by blood but by bond. "Humanity, fuck yeah," he offered tentatively. Rey snorted. "We really need to work on your battle cries." But the Dragon Queen smiled, knowing that the human spirit, resilient, stubborn, and endlessly hopeful, would indeed echo across the galaxy for generations to come. End